Hey YouTube, it's me again. I guess I'm here to review Elden Ring Night Reign. So I've been playing for the past 2 days since it released. Um, I like the game. I like the game a lot. It's just that, well, I don't know. I think it needs a patch. Okay, how do I put this? So the bosses, the Night Lords, after the first one, you unlock a bunch more you can choose from. They're a little over the top. I mean, of course, it's Dark Souls. What do you expect from a Dark Souls game, especially from FromSoft? But they're a little bit over the top by nuking half of the goddamn arena at half health, and I'm just like, can you chill? I swear, I don't know if it's by design or they're just letting it go rampant for a second before they fix it, because like I don't know what their game plan is, but Jesus Christ, the radius of their explosions or whatever the hell you want to call them, literally almost the entire arena is like covered in their lightning or fire or whatever the hell they're using. Kinda unfair. Some of their attacks are way too sporadic and often, so you can barely reconstitute yourself before getting dick slapped in the face again. I've literally had so many times in so many of these fights where I'm like playing the game normally, got hit, and I'm like, okay, let me get out of there and heal up. But the minute my character can finally move properly again, my iframes are gone, and I get dick slapped again before I'm even able to heal myself, and then I'm dead. And the problem with the boss fights, if you know anything from the information before the game came out, when you go down, you don't die immediately like other games. Your allies have to hit you, your body. They have to hit your character with like this little circle, like purple circle thing that pops up with three parts. When you first die, you have one. You die twice, two. You get it. You have three chances to not lose all your health completely, and why there is no permanent death if you go down. It takes longer for your allies to break that like health bar to pick you back up so you can re-enter the fight. It takes so long to do it at like 2 to 3 fucking health bars in a boss fight that it's like almost impossible to win at that point. You have to get extremely lucky, and it took me like 3 tries for the first boss, and I'm still trying to beat the other Night Lords. Like, they are just way over the top. And I thought the three-headed Cerberus ripoff was hard, but nah. Nah, these fuckers have I've literally been on 3 different Night Lords, other than the Cerberus, for like 2 days now, and I cannot for the life of me get past them. They are beating my ass, and you can tell because I don't have the things unlocked. By the way, you unlock the skins for the characters, or be able to buy them with that little thing when you complete or fail an expedition, which what is called going to the map and trying to wait until you fight the bosses. We have to kill at least 2 of these Night Lords, and it can't be the same one. It has to be 2 unique ones, 2 different ones. Let me show you the ones we have right now. So after you beat the first one, which is the wolf right there, and I can go into this. So the wolf, then you get basically this off-brand gaping dragon who is disgusting. I hate him. He's the one I've been stuck on the most. He's the one I gotten close into killing the most, but he's also the one who nukes half the arena with lightning, with the purple lightning, as I mentioned. This guy, I haven't fought him yet. I fought the centaur, and I tried fighting this thing. This thing did not go well. I tried fighting the dragon. We didn't even get halfway to his health bar. We literally got wrecked within like 5 seconds of the fight. Like, he fucking swiped at us and killed our asses, like, immediately. We did not have any damage negation. It was kind of scary. So don't go for him if that's the next one you want to go for. This one is technically ideal. Like, you don't... Okay, you don't have to do it linear, by the way. There is no correct path. You can fight this thing, beat it, and then you can go fight, I don't know, horse weird goat freak or Cthulhu nightmare. You can choose whatever the hell you want to fight next. So you're not just, because like when you start a new game or a new save file, I guess, you start with this thing first. Overall, he's not, like, that one isn't too hard. Yeah, his attack patterns are slower than the others. Like, I thought this guy was fast. Wait until you fight this motherfucking abomination from Miyazaki's Cursed Mine. And if you think that the director of The Shining, I forget his name, But if you think his nightmares were bad, Miyazaki definitely dreamed of this fucking thing when he was 5 years old, like doped out on fucking Benadryl or some shit. That thing's terrifying. It's ugly and terrifying. This thing, I'm not ready to fight mentally. Mentally, I'm not ready to even face this ugly insectoid freak. But I have seen some gameplay of him, so I'm not doing that. Sorry. My hand shook there for a second. Um, the game overall, the gameplay loop, fun. I enjoyed it. I did really enjoy it. I like the characters. Each of them are interesting. Sometimes you'll find them out here, like the Duchess. And you can, by the way, you unlock the Duchess because you don't have her in the beginning. You unlock her by beating that wolf thing. So, by the way, to change your characters, you go to like this little thing right here. And if you open the map, it's like right next to that. So, when you open this, you start with, minus the Duchess, but you start with these 6 characters. Originally. And I've only tried, like, I've tried Wilder, because you start as him with the tutorial. Okay, out of the 3 characters I like, why is it not focusing? What the fuck? There we go. Locking the focus. Okay, so, god damn it. Lock focus. So, that bird, Guardian, which is what he looks like in fully, he looks cool. I like him. He's a fun gameplay. Think of him like the support tank. Think of him like the paladin without the magic spells to heal you. He, because I bet some people thought, oh, it's definitely a she. No, it's a he. This is a man, apparently. By the way, one of my favorite characters. Don't know why, just like him. This is one of the first characters I didn't beat the wolf with this guy. I beat the wolf with this character. Iron Eye is his name. He's the archer character. He is actually fun. His abilities are good because, you see, his things are, like, better for some reason. But his main skills, like marking, when he does the whole knife thing, it counts as a dodge. So not only could you stab and damage the enemy a tiny bit and make sure that every hit you put on them, including with your allies, is a critical, or at least does twice the normal amount of damage when you have the mark from that skill on an enemy and it has to hit them. But you could also do a cool backflip or sliding dodge with it too. So it's like, it's basically anime style. And then you have single shot, which basically, that thing on his back turns into a giant bow and arrow and he shoots the fucker and it not only stuns them, but it takes a good chunk of their health bar off. Well, by Dark Souls standards, I guess. And if you and one thing though, if you hit them with the mark and then hit them with the single shot ability, it does 3 times the amount of damage, and that small, somewhat average chunk will turn into a much bigger chunk. Like, you could wreck a first boss that you fight on a run instantly with that. You could, like, take off on nearly half their health with those 2 combos. I'm telling you, give it a try. Haven't tried the Duchess, but what I've seen, she's actually fun. She's a quick attack character. Her abilities are mostly stealth, but she's like a support character who uses stealth instead. Now here's the other one I've played. I kind of like him. So he's a samurai. One of his abilities, tenacity. I don't really know what it really does. What does it do? Hold on. Receive a boost from recovering from a status ailment. Interesting. Okay, his abilities are weird because his like basic ability is Cursed Sword, which basically, see that one sword right there that's like golden with the golden thing? He pulls that out. Now you're slower, like you can't run nor walk fast, but yet you're like Sekiro dodging. So you basically like Bloodborne or Sekiro dodging, and you also have and your block turns into a deflect skill, and basically, and by the way, the Cursed Blade 2-hands instantly, so you don't gotta worry about 2-handing it. It does, the Cursed Blade itself does decent damage. However, you are trading off speed. So, while the damage is good, more than your typical weapon, like it doesn't do this, it does less when you have a better weapon on hand, like in the main slots, but it does do decent damage in the beginning, or for when you like really want to hit heavily, for heavy attacks. That's your weapon. However, you will be trading damage for speed. Wouldn't trust it. But his last ability, which is over fucking powered, you basically turn into like a mega werewolf, and you get to crush motherfuckers. Now, I say that because, now I'll say this, you don't really crush anyone with that beast. Yes, it does a lot of damage. It boosts your health up a fuck ton. I'm talking about like max health beyond belief. But it doesn't last long. Okay, the ability doesn't last long, and if your health bar goes all the way down, even if your ability is still like not fully drained, you will also go down. You will die instantly after the health bar, even the max health bar from that skill is drained. So don't try that shit. It is good, but however, what it lacks for in damage to bosses or enemies, that crucible ability, other than like cannon fodder enemies, it makes up for in the ability to revive your allies, because it does fuck tons of damage to the ally health bar when you're downed. I would recommend, if you play this character, be fast, quick, only go in heavy with the Cursed Blade when you have enough chances, and to use the Crucible thing either when the boss is near dead and you need to fully kill him, or if your team is down and you need to get them up again. That's what I would suggest. I haven't played the mage character, surprising. I like mages in these games, but I haven't played them. Her abilities are kind of different. She has like a lot of magical shit going on. There is this character who I like a lot in a way. I played him once, never beat the game, never beat the expedition. Played him once. He's okay. He's a little bit. Think of him like a heavy wielder, so like big axe, big club, whatever. Typical strength build Elden Ring style. Well, or Dark Souls style. Just think of it like typical FromSoft strength build. This is your guy. However, there's one downside. His abilities kind of fucking suck. He has a stance ability. I don't know. I don't remember how long it lasts for because I haven't played him since like the beginning of the first day, or the day before the first day at the night when it released. I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning or something. Well, I have tried now. Now the totem just summons like a giant unbreakable pillar that I think does damage. All I know though All I know is that it does something. I don't really know what his abilities are good for. But if you want to carry around a big ass greatsword, which is in the game, don't worry. You can find it while doing an expedition. You can play this guy and you can basically crush monsters. Just know that you're not invincible, strength users. Not in this game. Yeah, your level up system, by the way, a lot different. So instead of leveling up once with each stat like you're used to, you would go to each grace point and everything. By the way, the game is fast paced. There's a reason there's like this. There's a reason there's a fast run button, because it's supposed to be fast paced. It's supposed to be quick on your feet type of gameplay. Pick what you need, pick up weapons, look at the weapons only for a few seconds, and make sure they have the right, like. By the way, you don't need, and if someone says, "Oh, you shouldn't carry that many weapons because of weight," no, there is no overweight in this game like other games. Okay, again, this isn't traditional Dark Souls. This isn't traditional FromSoft here, so you won't ever be overweight by carrying all the weapons in each slot. In fact, you are encouraged to do so because each weapon, while you may not use the weapon that you just picked up, it has a passive ability that applies to your weapon that you want to use. So I would suggest picking up the weapons themselves. By the way, leveling up, again, going back to that, you can't level up individual stats, unfortunately. But what you can do is press a button to level up while touching a grace point with whatever runes you have on the top. Whatever you have up here for runes, if you have enough, you can like press like a single button. For me, it would be triangle right here. Sorry. For me, it would be triangle. Press that a few times, and then you'll be able to level up. And leveling doesn't do much in this game, by the way. Just level up all your stats, although more than others, depending on your character. For, like, this guy, more dexterity, health, and stamina, I guess, would be leveling up very quickly. Oh, of course, the other stats get leveled up, but, like, mainly, because, like, and I'll show you what I mean by some character stats will be upgraded more by the level up system. If I go over here, if you read the codex here, it tells you each character's, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to zoom out because it's doing some fucky shit. There we go. There we go, that's better. So, each character, it shows you their stat. Alright, it shows you their stat. So their stat block is, Wilder has A in, like, HP and stuff. You see that? Each have their own stat. Like, he has good strength, Guardian has B strength, but, like, my character, Iron Eye, you see, while his strength is decent, most of his power is going into dexterity when I level up, and stamina. So stamina and dexterity level up quickly, and I'd be able to crush enemies from afar. That's why I like this guy, because you can. By the way, the two combos I would suggest playing as is I would go with bow and arrow, either pure bow and arrow, or I would go either bow and arrow on the left on the offhand for like quick shooting, and the right hand to have like a thrusting sword. I'm just gonna call it that. Have a rapier thrusting sword type weapon. It can be heavy, or it could be a light or heavy thrusting sword. Pick one of them for your main hand, and you'll be quick to stab, shoot, and do all that stuff. So basically, like a badass archer. This guy's fun, by the way. I'm telling you now, I have so much fun with him. He's like one of the easiest characters to get used to. Recluse's difficulty is high. Wouldn't trust it. Duchess' difficulty is not that high. Now there is an 8th class. There's 8 characters. The one I don't know their name exactly, but I know there's an 8th character that you can unlock eventually. That gives you, how would you put it? That basically is like a spirit character. So she's pale white, has like a white dress and flower crown. Almost looks like Mikola or almost looks like Mikola, or what's her name, or Saint Trina if they were like one person and they were pale white instead. So pale white is a ghost. She has a dress. She looks young, like a young girl. And her abilities are mostly like, one of her ultimate abilities is reviving the entire party. She's a must-have. She's also a very powerful character to have. Her main ability, though, is summoning spirit guardians when she's either in danger, or when she can summon a skeleton to pop out of the ground and attack either enemies or allies to revive them, or crush enemies and bosses. And if she's being targeted, like smaller spirit ashes show up to protect her. It's a cool character. I like this game so far. Now, if I were to rate this game for a final rating of my so what experience, I would rate it 7 to like a near like 8, 9 out of 10, I guess. Like a little bit of 7 out of 10 for the bosses currently, but that can change. Gameplay loop, it's out of 9. It's entertaining. It's not too like every gameplay loop is similar, but it's fresh enough because you're always playing with new people, or you still have if you're playing with friends, which I hope you are. I'm playing with randoms because I don't have friends for this game. None of the friends I have play Dark Souls, so unfortunate. But overall, gameplay loop, I rated a 9. It's not gonna get boring anytime soon, at least not that I know of for now. However, the full game experience, like from start to finish, I'd give it I would give it an 8 out of 10. Like, I haven't beat the game yet, but I can clearly tell it's going to be an 8 out of 10. I'm going to like it. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to be easy sometimes. Overall, this will be a decent game, and I think it's worth the money. If I'm not sponsored by FromSoft, and I wish I was. I will never again. EA can suck a dick, but when it comes to FromSoft, please, I am willing. I usually don't sell out to advertisers, but FromSoft, if you're willing to let me, like, advertise for you, or at least, like, promote your shit, I will promote this game to the heavens. I will listen to a contract, because I've been playing FromSoft games since I've been playing it since I was, like, 8 years old. I haven't played the original Demon Souls, but I started in Dark Souls 1, and I fell in love with the franchise. So overall, if you're a Dark Souls fan, give it a try. It's not Fortnite, okay? It's a roguelike. Get it right. Just saying there's people who are like that. It's a roguelike. Think of it like the game Hades, where it's think of it like a fully 3D Hades, where you also have an open world map and you have 3 people. That's the kind of roguelike it is. Alright? Now, I'm gonna end it here. See you guys later.